Good morning, everybody. Welcome to How to Domicile in Florida. My name is Graham Lucht. Over the years, I have taught thousands of people just like you how to domicile in Florida. So without further ado, let's kind of kick this off and make sure that you're getting everything out of this course that we could possibly give you. I want to make sure that we hit all three goals for you. One is I want to make sure that you have escaped your state entirely. Right? We want to make sure that you've abandoned your prior state, and we show that completely. Number two, I want to make sure that you have moved to Florida correctly, properly. You have taken advantage of everything Florida has to offer. And number three, Florida has 11 asset protection laws that will protect your IRAs and your savings accounts and your checking accounts. I want to make sure you take full advantage of not only the knowledge, but how to activate those in your lives as well. Your move is not just from your prior state to Florida. Think of your move more like from one country to another. You have moved from one set of laws and one set of taxes to another. We want to make sure that we've escaped our prior state completely and we have moved to Florida completely, just like we would have moved from one country to another. And when you made that move, you needed to get new doctors, new lawyers, new government IDs, new banks, new financial accounts, and all of these things we're going to learn about here in this course. Where to go, who to talk to, what accounts to move, what papers to file, when, and how. We're going to go through the real questions tax auditors will ask in the non-resident tax audit, and then we'll go over the hazards that you will face, the pitfalls, and people to avoid. And very specifically, there are people in your old state that you might think could help you, but they don't have the capabilities because of either their licensing or they're just not a citizen of Florida and can no longer help us. So we need to find new people who can help us on our journey, new people in Florida too. So we'll learn about how to find them. Here's an example of how aggressive the non-resident tax audit programs can become from the northern states. Here's New York, for example. So New York does 3,000 non-residency audits a year. Out of all of their tax audits, 3,000 are non-residency specific. And in the years from 2010 to 2017, New York collected $1 billion in tax revenue from just those non-resident audits alone. That's $142 million per year from people who don't think that they actually live in New York anymore. In this course, we're going to go through the 48 steps of how to domicile in Florida and escape the taxes from your prior state. Each one of the steps, we're going to go through the step and the related audit questions to that particular topic. And then we're going to learn about any background information that we're going to need related to that topic. And then the proper action, the proper steps to take, what resources we need to go to, what offices in Florida, outside of Florida if necessary. All of that information is going to be included in each one of the steps. So our first section is your time and geographic location, which is kind of key. Your prior state wants to know if you are within their borders for too long, or are you using their resources a little too much and you're not paying your fair share. That's what this a non-resident audit would be, and you want to escape to Florida and make sure that never even comes up. So we need to address the topics of geographic location and your time. We're going to do that one first. The second one, your mail. People often, when they move down here, they neglect to style their mail forwarding appropriately. We're going to go through how to forward your mail properly, how to make sure that we've emptied our prior state from our mail and put everything into Florida. Chapter number 3, your family. We're going to discuss you, your spouse, any dependents that you might have, and each of their roles in your move. Chapter 4, voting. We're going to talk about how to register in Florida and what to do about your prior state. Chapter 5, this one's really quick and simple, your passports. Then chapter 6, we're going to go through your tax history and what to do about your future taxes, your old state, and then are there taxes in Florida? We'll discuss it. Chapter 7 is your income. We're going to talk about your prior income and any income that you're going to be having continued here in the state of Florida. Chapter 8 is a big one. This one's about Florida homestead. We're going to talk about What is it? How to get it, all of the benefits. There's 5 different benefits to it, all included in there. Chapter 9, interesting topic, the Florida Declaration of Domicile. Some people have heard it, some people have not. We're going to go through all the aspects of it. Then we'll cover your driver's licenses, cars, boats, and the insurances. Chapter 10, we'll go through life insurances and then how to recalibrate your medical insurances. You moved risk pools. Then on to Chapter 11, your medical relationships. The relationships in your prior state and your new relationships in Florida. Chapter 12 is for my business owners and executives. If you have a business in your prior state or you have sold one, are you an executive with a bonus package? This chapter is for you. And on to Chapter 13, personal property and assets. This is your stuff and everything that has sentimental value or monetary value in your life. How to move it from your old state to your new state of Florida and what the auditors are going to be asking about it. Chapter 14, you have moved to Florida, but you might be using resources from your prior state's community. So we're going to go over making sure that you are no longer in your prior state or using the resources from that community and reestablishing yourself in Florida. And in Chapter 15, we'll cover wills, trusts, and estate planning. We'll keep it really simple for you so you don't have to have those high lawyer fees. And then we'll talk about, can your old lawyer from your prior state still help you? And then on to the most talked about chapter, Chapter 16, you need to control the location of your money. You are moving from your prior state. We want to make sure it's not in our prior state. We want to make sure that it's in Florida, taking advantage of the 11 asset protection laws here in Florida that protect your savings account, your checking account, your IRAs, your Roth IRAs, your insurances, your annuities. We want to make sure that your money is in Florida correctly. Who can help you? What companies can help you? What people can help you? Can your old guy help you? Do you need a new guy? Can this national company who has advertising on TV, can they help me out too? We're going to go through all of that. Then we're going to go through the 11 asset protection laws that protect your money here in the state of Florida. For each one of the 11, we'll go through the law, any related audit questions that would give you more of a reason to get it out of your prior state. We're going to go through any background information you'll want on your side. And then I'll teach you how to activate each one of these laws in your life. So with all that said, let's go over to Chapter 1, your time and location.